Hi Gemini, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I channel messages from Spirit. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled. I pulled 5 tarot cards and 1 oracle card. So you have the 8 of Cups reversed, the 9 of Pentacles reversed, the 2 of Swords reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Judgment card. When a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. And then you got failure for your oracle card. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, is the message on the card, okay? Awesome. So your first card out is the 8 of Cups reversed. So this minor arcana card, when it comes out reversed, it's about you have a fear of moving on. It's a card of stagnation, monotony, a lack of self-awareness, a lack of emotional maturity, staying in a bad situation, faking happiness, low self-esteem, a lack of self-worth, clinginess. It could be a fear of commitment or a fear of abandonment. Okay, so yeah, so stagnation. You may be accepting something in your life that you're not really happy with, or you may be staying in a bad situation that makes you unhappy because you're afraid of moving on, or you're worried about what the future might hold if you leave. You may appear happy to those around you, but underneath it all, you know you need to let go of certain people or situations in your life for you to move forward. Maybe you're resisting this change because you're paralyzed by fear. It could also represent running away from situations, not because they're bad, but because you're afraid to take a chance and be vulnerable. This card could also show a lack of emotional maturity, and it could also be an indicator of low self-esteem or low self-worth. Or maybe some of you are returning home after a long period of traveling or living abroad. So it's a general reading. Just take how it resonates and leave the rest, okay? The next message out is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this minor arcana card, when it comes out reversed, is talking about a lack of independence, a lack of stability, a lack of security. It could be reckless spending, shady investments, working too hard, not earning your wealth, marrying for money, or status. It could be a card of dishonesty, deceit, theft, property damage, someone who's superficial, cheap, a con artist. Maybe you're having to deal with this person. It's a card of failure, okay? So I'll give you that message in a second, but let's finish this one. It's a card of failure, a lack of self-discipline, a lack of it's overindulgence. It could be a miscarriage, reproductive issues. It could represent determination. So yeah, a lack of independence, a lack of confidence, a lack of freedom, security, stability. Someone might be trying to get rewards without putting in the work in. But Spirit's saying you get out of life what you put in. So make sure you're making an effort. And it's warning you to remember that material possessions are not the key to happiness. And putting all the focus on them can cause people to become superficial and come across as cheap or shallow. This card could represent someone who's working so hard in one area of life to the detriment of other areas. There's nothing wrong with focusing on your goals, but remember not to let the rest of your life pass you by. There's also an element of dishonesty or deceitfulness with this card, so make sure you're treating others with honesty and integrity, and be wary of dishonesty from others too. Be careful not to overindulge, because this card could represent a lack of self-control. This card could represent a female who is money hungry, superficial, deceitful, reckless, someone who lacks confidence or maturity. But yeah, it is also a card of failure. So your oracle message is letting you know that life on earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. So learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minute. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. Come to the realization that there's no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. And also, Gemini, I want you to see you got the judgment card too at the end, but I'll get to that, okay? So, Spirit saying there's no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the saying, you know the saying, when one door closes, another one opens. It's time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. Okay? And then your next message is the Two of Swords, and it came out reversed. So this minor arcana card, reverse, is about indecisions, delays, postponements. It's a card about seeing the truth, lies being exposed, overwhelming fears or worry or anxiety or stress. It could be information overload, being overly cautious, emotional turmoil or mental turmoil. It talks about holding on to anxiety or resentment. It's a card of emotional detachment, emotional coldness, being emotionally guarded. So yeah, fear, worry, anxiety, stress are overwhelming you, and you may be experiencing emotional or mental turmoil as a result, leading to an inability to make a decision. Maybe you're holding on to resentment or anxiety and being overloaded with more information than you can handle. It could represent someone who's overly cautious, emotionally detached, cold, guarded. It can signify being able to see the truth of the matter after a period of mental fogginess, and finally being able to make a decision as a result. This card could also represent lies being exposed. Next message is the King of Pentacles reversed. So this minor arcana card is it represents either you, someone in your life, or a situation. It can be male or female in a general reading. This King of Pentacles is an ungrounded male, unsuccessful businessman. He represents corruption, extortion, instability, poor judgment, a gambler, Bankruptcy, someone who's underqualified, broke, materialistic, greedy, hasty decisions, someone who's disloyal, unfaithful, unsupportive, discouraging, cold, uncaring, ruthless. Could represent losing your grip on things, okay? Not reaching your goals, not seeing things through to the end. Losing your social status, failure or lack of success, being impractical, unprincipled, taking ill-advised risks, making hasty decisions, having poor judgment. He could represent an older, unsuccessful, or ungrounded man, or maybe even a woman in a general reading. There can be two extremes of the King of Pentacles in the reversed position. The first can be an older male or female who's lazy, bad in business, has poor judgment, broke, a gambler, unsuccessful risk taker, weak, bit of a deadbeat, and it could also be an older male who's ruthless and corrupt. His greed knows no bounds, and he's usually unfaithful, a hypocritical cheater who will try to hold everyone around him to exacting standards that he would never reach himself. He's a miser, a money grabber, a terrible father. He has an obsession with materialism, which makes him cold, uncaring, unsupportive. He's probably an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then your last card is the Judgment card, and it came out upright. This is a major arcana card. It's a card about judgment, self-evaluation, having an awakening. It's a card of renewal, composure, decisiveness again, forgiveness, judgment, homesickness. You or someone you care about are being judged too harshly by others. So they're repeating that message. Excuse me. It can also indicate that you are judging people harshly or making snap judgments yourself. It can be an indication that you've achieved a level of clarity and composure that allows you to calmly evaluate yourself and your choices in order for you to make positive decisions. You've come through your past karmic lessons with increased self-awareness, and you're allowing healing to take place so that you can move forward in a positive direction. If you have a big decision to make, use the karmic lessons that you've learned in the past to help you make the right choice. This card could also represent a legal matter or a court case being resolved. If you have acted honorably and have told the truth, this matter should be resolved in your favor. But if you've been dishonest, things might not be going your way. You need to clear your conscience and try to make amends for your misdeeds if that resonates, okay? This card could also represent being separated from someone you love by an ocean or sea. You can expect to be reunited with them soon when this card comes out, okay? And again, it represents homesickness for some of you. So that's your reading. I'm sending you lots of love and a big hug. If it resonated, if you could please, if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd be very grateful. Just helps me with my readings. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.